Good morning, Audrey here. And as many of you know, I'm the CEO and founder of Practice 42, and you have found my daily vlog. I'm so excited to be able to share this information with you in whatever way you need to use it. This is my commitment this year to be able to help lawyers just like you and business owners across the nation, right? And legal team and everyone we need to help. This week specifically, today is the 3rd of January as we're entering into this new year. We're renewing our commitment to our business, and your law firm is a business. So that's what we're focusing on today. Yesterday, we talked about goal setting. The first day, we talked about renewing your commitment. But now we're coming in because a number of you have asked me through social, through email, what are goals to be setting for your law firm? In some ways, I almost didn't want to respond to that, right? Because part of that is my goals may not be your goals, and your neighbor's goals may not be your goals, and your mother's goals may not be your goals. You get all those things that I'm saying. But right now, what we're talking about specifically is how do we support you and make sure you have the right goals for you. A goal can be a small thing, right? We always hear this in the concept of New Year's resolutions. I want to exercise more and be healthier, or lose weight, or read books every day, or become, I don't know, what do my teenagers say? Swole, like buff and things like that. But with regard to your law practice, you may have other goals. You may have goals to add a new practice area. I've heard a lot of that this year. And we think about that, right? You're an attorney. You have your practice areas and your legal services, which is how you advocate, how you support those in your community as you define it, and then also how you become profitable and run a business. So attorney, practice areas, legal services. But as we think about that, many of you have told me that you're going to add legal services for this year. That's fantastic. Do we have all the tools we need to get that done? So adding a legal service may be something you want to do. Exploring a new practice area may be something that you want to do. That could be a goal. It could be a goal just to add it, but also how do we make it a measurable goal? What will demonstrate success? Is it you becoming a thought leader in that area? Is it you helping a certain number of clients? A lot of attorneys I've talked to as we crest out of 2024 and into 25 are looking at ways they can automate their practice more. How can they use legal tech and AI to make a difference in their practice this year, not just for them, not just for their legal teams, but also for the people that they advocate for? So how are they using legal technology and also automation and AI? Many folks are talking about adding more support to their firm. Many of you know I talk about the rule of 81%, and we can have that conversation separately, but that's always, in my opinion, that magic space of when we know it's time to hire for that next person in our business. So are you adding the goal of getting more support for yourself or for your team? Are you adding an associate or a paralegal or an intake specialist? All those great things. Many of you are also talking about how to work less. Maybe you don't want to work a full 80 hours a week or a full 120 hours a week. Maybe you want to have a more streamlined workflow. How do you automate? How do you delegate? How do you take some of that ownership of getting absolutely everything done off your plate and start to look at how do we smart delegate as we move forward. Many of you, of course, have that big dream number too, right? The profitability number. I want to tell you, I know you can achieve that this year. If that is your goal, hiring more staff, reaching another level of profitability and success, getting the support that you need to perhaps take time on the weekends just to have a nap or sleep in, we can make that done, get that done. But the most important thing is we are setting those goals. So we're recommitting to the firm, we're establishing your goals. And for those of you, I wanted to have a nod today into, what are other lawyers across the nation setting their goals to be? And we've got those big ticket items, getting more support, increasing the use of legal tech, increasing automation, hiring for what you need, not necessarily a bucket that you need to fill on your org chart, but what do you truly need? Becoming more profitable, adding more services to help your community. All of these things are valid goals, and I'm so excited to hear from you on what you want to think about and what you want to talk about. And of course, if you need a little bit of help on setting your goals before we move into our next conversation of recommitting to your law firm, I want you to go ahead and look in the comments and grab that link on how to set your goals, your goal planning checklist from Practice 42. So excited to see what you come up with. Big homework today. Don't leave today without at least 3 goals. Okay. If you're like me, you're going to set 4 goals because I like to achieve a quarterly goal, a 12-week year goal, not a 12-month year goal, but a 12-week goal. So at least come up with 3. Let's get the conversation going. Let's add those goals and let's make sure we're making your firm the success you want it to be in 2025. See you tomorrow.